Hi, my name is Michelle, and today I'm going to be talking about the film The Sound of Music, and I'm going to be analyzing it. So, first, I'm going to be talking about the story and the meaning of the movie. So, I think that the meaning can be interpreted differently by different people, but I interpreted it in the way that the meaning of the story is to show us how family can help get each other through hardship and how music can really bring everybody together. So I think that the film really shows us that having a good family or community support system can help us get through hard times. The Von Trapp family is going through the hardships of the beginning of war, and they really cling to each other in order to get through that hard time. I think that music can also be something that brings people together, and it really helps people get through hard times by being a sort of an escape. I can honestly really agree with that, with what the movie is trying to tell us, because I use music as an escape all the time. In general, I think that the film was made the way it was because it's trying to show us that family means everything and that music can be a really huge help and support to so many people. So next, I'm going to be talking about the purpose of the characters in the film. So the purpose of Maria's character, I think, is to show love and kindness. When she first arrives at the Von Trapp family, the children are just very rude kids and not the kindest, same as the captain. He's just very strict and not a very kind person. But Maria is able to transform both the captain and the children with her love and kindness. So the children really go from being not the kindest and honestly very bratty to being good kids who love and enjoy the normal things that kids enjoy. And I think that Maria really did that by showing them love and kindness. And I think she did the same thing with the captain, because when he fell in love with her, he was able to have a different view of things and he just became a kinder person in general. So I think that the captain's purpose is to show resistance and change. I think that the captain shows change when he loves Maria, like mentioned before, and he just becomes a kinder person in general. He shows resistance by standing with his choice not to join the Nazis. Even when pressured, he stands with his values and he is willing to run away with his family in order to not join them. So lastly, I think that the Von Trapp children really portray innocence in the film. They don't really know what's going on for most of the film. Maybe some of the older ones do, but a lot of the younger ones are just very confused on why they have to run away and why their dad has is at risk of being taken away from them if they don't run away. And I think they're just very confused on the concept of war because they're not old enough to understand it yet. So next, I'm going to be talking about themes. So I think that family and love is a really big theme. Um, like mentioned earlier, the children start out very cold, but when Maria becomes their family and gives them the love that they deserve, they become kinder and just better people. As a family, they are also all able to get through the hardships of the beginning of the war together. So I think that freedom and courage is another theme. Freedom and courage, I think, is portrayed in the movie by showing us that people have freedom and they have a choice even in difficult situations, such as the captain choosing to run away because it doesn't go with his beliefs. The captain shows freedom of choice by his choice, and courage is also shown by the captain and the entire family when they choose to run away and go after what they believe in. So next I'm gonna be talking about cinematography and editing. So lighting was used in different scenes. Bright lighting usually meant that it was going to be a happy scene, such as the Do Re Mi scene, where you see it's very brightly lit. Bright lighting usually shows happiness and joy when used in films. Outside in the hills, bright lighting was used a lot. I think that dark lighting just pretty much means the opposite of the bright lighting. It's meant to convey the opposite emotion where it's more of a dark or scary scene. And dark lighting was also used in a scene where the Von Trapp family is running away, and that's definitely more of an upsetting scene, so it makes sense that darker lighting was used. So for colors, I think that bright colors and dark colors, very similar to lighting. Bright colors are usually happy and made for happy scenes, and dark colors are made for upsetting or scary scenes. So I think that one of the editing styles that I noticed in the film is the time jump in some of the scenes. I think it really contributes to the movie because we are able to see time go faster without watching for a long period of time. So we know what's happening off screen without actually watching it. I think an example of a time jump would be Maria bonding with the children and becoming really close to them, but we don't really see that on the screen, not every second of it. So next I'll be talking about sound and music. So I've noticed in the movie when rewatching it that there are sound effects for each location. For example, there are sounds like birds and crunchy leaves while outside, and there is silence in the air in uncomfortable or very serious scenes. So I'm going to show you guys a clip from one of my favorite scenes, the Do Re Mi scene.
Let's start at the very beginning. A very good place to start. When you read, you begin with ABC. When you sing, you begin with Do, Re, Mi. Do, Re, Mi. Do, Re, Mi. The first three notes just happen to be Do, Re, Mi. Do, Re, Mi. Do.
So it's a pretty long scene. I'm only show you guys a few seconds of it, but I really do like this scene because I think it's when the children are first starting to just really love music and also warm up to Maria. And their love of music is a big theme just overall in the movie. So I think it's just a very important scene. Um, so lastly, I'll be talking about art design. I think that the art design is seen throughout all of the beautiful colors shown during the outdoor scenes, especially through the landscapes. The colors are really vivid and they add a lot to the visual viewing of the movie. And then costumes. I think that costumes are very time appropriate for the time period, and a lot of them also have meaning. For example, the dress that Maria is wearing in this picture, I think it was a very common dress at the time for women to wear. And an example of importance of costumes for the stories in general can definitely be seen in the change of the Von Trapp children's outfits. When Maria first meets them, they're wearing very strict sort of uniform outfits that the captain is having them wear. And that's when they're more bratty and upset. And then we see a change once they warm up to Maria and the captain warms up to Maria, where they wear play outfits that they're obviously more comfortable in, and the outfits are more fun and they're seen as being more happy because of these outfits. So yeah, that was my analysis of the film The Sound of Music. Thank you for watching.